Yes, I am. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say what I have to say. Go ahead. I'm trying to be quick, but I invited my mom in here too. She's somewhere in here. Hey, mom, because we both relate to kind of some of the stuff that Kelly has going on. So, my mother over the last, I'll say a total of 7 years, has lost my grandmother, and my grandmother had 8 kids, and now we're down to three. So she lost her sister last month, and year before that, year before that, year before that, it's been brothers. And I lost my dad last year. So I don't want to say that I'm insensitive to what Kelly has going on, because we've been through a lot of loss as well. And in saying that, my mother, she probably told me I'm talking too much, has been into it because someone mentioned before that death can bring somebody closer or farther apart. My mother and my uncle have not talked in years, but they lost a sister last year. Last month, I lost my aunt, my favorite aunt. My mama call her my aunt. We call her Auntie Mom or whatever. Lost her last month, and though my uncle and my mom hadn't talked in years, when death comes about, that all goes out the window, at least at minimum for that time period. I think I can kind of understand where the sister was coming from, because what do you do when you haven't heard from your sibling or whatever, and though you haven't talked to them, do you just let them disappear and you're contacted when they pass? You know what I'm saying? Or do you bring it to the light as it was brought? But also, my second point was, what if they? I don't know if anybody thought about this, but and then I'll be done. I'm sorry. What if they knew she was, oh, they knew she wasn't missing or anything, but we're doing this to get her attention. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they keep saying there's other stuff going on that we're not going to mention. She'll mention when she, get a chance or whatever. But the only way for them to get a response or to, see that she's alive and she's speaking or whatever, due to whatever she may have going on, is to say, my sister is missing. I haven't talked to her. I haven't heard from her. Although maybe they've only been getting text messages and thinking, oh, that's not her. You know what I'm saying? So the only way they could get a reaction from her is to basically report her missing. I don't know. That could be just another option. That could be conspiracy theories, whatever. But that's all I had to say. So I'll yield.
All right, Miss Mashara, and I do appreciate it. Shout out to your mom. I don't know where she is, but hey, Mama, thank you for hanging out with us tonight in Black Girl Interrupted as we talk about Kelly Price. It's fine. She's no longer missing. She spoke out. She said what she said, but let me relay a message from a person in my back channel. I will not say the name, so you will stay anonymous. She said she does hope that the room is not turning on her now. The lawyer did make a statement, but no one trusted it. Also, she had a near-death experience. We should really extend empathy and give her the space she needs now that we know she's okay. As I told y'all, we have to meet Kelly with love. Let's just love on her a little bit.
And I touched on this a little bit.
Hold on 1 second, A. Let me land, and I'm gonna allow you to speak. Let's meet Kelly with love right now, okay? I know everybody's angry and everybody is entitled. So I don't want anyone in this room to feel like I'm telling y'all aren't entitled to feel the way that you feel. I don't want y'all to misconstrue that at all, because you're entitled to feel the way that you feel. You're entitled to feel angry. I'm allowing you. That's why I created the space. That's why I say, hold up, wait, y'all, let's change the title of the room so we can have our grievances out. This is a safe space. There's no judgment. So I'm not going to jump on anybody for feeling the way that they feel, because you are obligated to feel that way, because you are worried just like everybody, like we all were. So everybody's entitled to be pissed off, to want to yell, to scream and say, well, Kelly did. You're entitled to air your grievances out here, because nobody's going to come for y'all. Nobody. Because we're gonna learn how to respect people's thoughts and opinions and what they have to say. You may not like it, but respect it. You get what I'm saying? That's the only way we're gonna be able to move as a community and as a unit. You get what I'm saying? So, us arguing with each other, but you, no, allow that person to speak and say what they want to say. Allow this person or that person to feel the way that they want to feel. That's the problem with us now. And you wonder why we're so emotionally detached, because we don't allow people to feel how they want to feel in the moment. So I'm allowing y'all to feel. Y'all angry? Shit, say you angry. If you feel empathetic, be like, you know what, I empathize with Kelly. Let's say that. So I'm not going to allow anybody to get attacked on this stage, because I will respectfully move you to the audience to let you cool off and bring it back up. So let's stay respectful of one another. You get what I'm saying? We are beautiful people. Do you get what I'm saying? Look at what we did. So let's think about that. Let's go back to that and let's think about what we did as a village, okay? We did that. We did that. So how do y'all feel about, that? We do need to take into consideration. She said she flatlined, but they brought her back.
Can I say something? I think the problem is finding that balance. I'm a Libra, so I'm always looking for those checks and balances.
Hold on, A. Hold on 1 second. Because I want who spoke it, because I want to allow A to speak, and then whoever spoke, I want you to speak after A. Who was that?
It was Tasha.
Oh. I can't. That was you, Ashley?
No, it was Tasha too. I was just asking, can I speak after Tasha?
Oh yeah. Okay. So A, go ahead.
Okay.
You go ahead and speak.
Okay.
Miss Tasha, because I want to make sure the order is right. A, you could speak. Miss Tasha, you could go next, and then Miss Ashley, Ashley with the two. Lord have mercy, it's 3 of us in here.
I know. I've never seen this in my life.
So the Ashley with the lime green outfit on in her PTR, yeah. You could speak after Miss Tasha. So again, let's keep the comments at least 1 to 2 minutes. I'm gonna yield the mic. Go ahead, E.
Okay, so a couple things that I wish that we kind of look at as well, and Kelly as well. And I get when people saying that she's narcissistic and stuff. That's the problem of the profession that she has chosen for herself. As a public figure, you give up your right to privacy. Is it fair? No. Is it the part of the trade-off? Yeah. Our elected officials, our entertainers, they give up that right to privacy. True. Kelly is, in my opinion, she's coming from the point of, this is Kelly Price. Not Kelly Price, the gospel singer. Not Kelly Price, all of this and all that. Kelly, the woman. Kelly, the patient. Kelly, don't want nobody looking in her face right now. I'm fighting for my life. I don't give a damn right now. It's me. That's the way Kelly's looking from a natural perspective. We're looking at it from she doesn't owe us, but she is obligated to us to a certain degree. Because if it's nothing more, again, if this doesn't teach anybody anything else, I hope it teaches them the value of having someone to represent you in the best light while you're transitioning through this. She may be going through depression, recession, and everything else because there's a lot on her. And she don't want to deal with the millions, the fans, the family. She got a lot on her plate. But she doesn't have that luxury to just leave her job and not have anybody else there watching the building. And the phone is ringing and people want to know, where's the CEO of the company? And that's just part of that balance that comes with that lifestyle. Again, a lifestyle that she chose for herself. A lifestyle that she enjoys and affords her a very comfortable lifestyle. But it's still a lifestyle that we provide for her as fans. And that's where the waters get a little bit murky at. As elected officials, we vote them in office, and we can vote you out of office if you don't serve us in our best interest. And so those are the things we kind of need to balance out, that natural and professional. So I yield the mic.
Ooh, you said girl. Creep. Hey, you know what, I had to take a drink of water on that one. Because
that Pepsi had me going.
You said exactly, your life became public when you became a public figure. So respect on that, what you just said. Miss Tasha, you're still here on the stage?
I'm still here. How you doing?
I'm good, baby. How you feeling?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to yield the mic to you. And then Ashley, with the green outfit on in the PTR, you could speak after Miss Tasha. Go ahead, Miss Tasha.
Thank you. So I've been listening a while, and I completely understand what a lot of people are saying. I think that, Kelly definitely and her team could have definitely handled things a little better. But in response to that back channel you got, I really do agree with that. That was something I've been thinking about. When you see death that close, that is huge. She probably, I can't speak for her diagnosis, she might have PTSD. That is a lot to experience. And she had COVID twice. And then she also said today, she don't know when she could be able to sing again. So you got all these losses, like her grandma, I think, just died this past June. I think that was, she was really instrumental in her singing. And you have all these losses on top of all these changes. We don't know what after effects of COVID she's still experiencing. And she even said it, like in the last Instagram post, I think she made in July. She said she's struggling. When people call, she can't pick up. She can't respond to these text messages. She said it herself, like back in July. So I think, Ashley, you hit the nail on the head. I really think she needs our prayer. We're hearing these snippets, but we don't really know the extent of what all is going on, and couple that with being a celebrity. I wouldn't want to be in her shoes. So I'm really praying for her mental, just like you keep repeating. And I yield.
And Miss Tasha, I want to say this to you. God bless you. I love you, baby, for coming and hanging out with us tonight. I've seen you in one of the other rooms as well. And I want to say thank you for advocating with us, for rallying with us, for standing in solidarity with us in regards to finding Kelly Price. And I want to say I love you personally for that. And you are absolutely appreciated.
Well, thank you. Thank you for all you're doing.
Absolutely. But it's not me. Y'all, we're not going to do this. Y'all keep saying, Ashley, we appreciate what you did. No, it wasn't Ashley. It was everybody in this room. Okay? We did it. And I'm going to keep we did it. And I'm very humble, for the messages, for the back channels, for the Instagram. I'm greatly humbled. But I didn't do this. We did this. We made it happen. We spoke. So for every person in this room that feels like your voice can't be heard, look what we did. And I'm going to respectfully yield the mic. Go ahead, Miss Ashley.
Hey, everybody. Ashley, I just wanted to say I've been here all weekend long. I've been glued to every stage, every room, every time it opened up, hosting stuff. So I did want to just start off by saying thank you for allowing us this space to, again, vent, talk about us looking, us all being concerned and everything like that, us doing our own private investigations and stuff like that of trying to find Miss Kelly Price. And I know you saying it wasn't just you, but again, you facilitated and you curated this space and allowed us all to be able to then rally together so that it's, again, not swept underneath the rug, because this could have went left and, we could be talking about something else, but I'm glad that she is found. And I just want to also say and land my plane after this, as far as we do definitely have to allow her grace. Because I understand why, yes, she does have the responsibility of a figure that is in the media and she is social and everything like that. At the end of the day, somebody mental is that shit. Once that break, it's hard to repair that. And to go through that much grief, everybody handles grief differently. We can't tell somebody how to grieve. We can't tell them how to handle it. We can't tell them what's right or wrong. You can't even tell them the length of time. You can't put no length of time on grief. So it's just like one of those things where you just got to allow the grace and just, things may have been able to be handled differently, but those are shoulda, woulda, coulda. We can't live in the past and say we could have did this, could have did that. I'm just looking at the fact of, here's the facts. She's found, she's alive. Let's work on her mental and let's give her some space. Let's give her some time. Let's uplift her and let's pray with her. And I yield the mic. Thank you.
Can I say something? I'll go after you. Go ahead.
Who was?
It'll be quick. It was me now.
Okay, go ahead, Nesta. Who was after you?
I was asking.
Cousin.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Nesta. Right. Cousin, you got it. Go ahead, Nesta. I'm sorry. I'm yielding the mic. Let me be quiet.
Now you good. So my thing is, like, you ran a TMZ, you could have easily posted on your page.
I swear I was about to say that, y'all.
Go ahead. Great minds think alike.
Hold up. hold up, Nesta, before you finish, because let me say this. Because remember yesterday, y'all said y'all wanted her to post, right? Hold up, wait. Y'all know I got the check family, y'all. Y'all know I got to grab y'all now. You remember how your grandma used to grab you? I got to grab y'all. Remember yesterday, y'all specifically said we need her to post, we need her to tweet, we need to see a video. So hold up, hold on. Y'all got the video, and y'all still not satisfied. I'm gonna yield the mic on that one. I'm gonna let that marinate for a moment.
Go ahead.
It's not that for me. It's the fact that you could have prevented by posting, just like you went on TMZ today. That's my thing. And then, like somebody said earlier, she was dropping breadcrumbs. Well, damn, you and reposting. Damn, just post on your feed. I mean, post like it's coming from you. Like, what's wrong with you, y'all? Yeah. That's why I said she a narcissist. Because narcissists play off people's emotions. Narcissists also point the finger at someone else when they're in the wrong. And she did all those traits and more. I cannot condone the foolishness. I'm sorry. I do think she had COVID. I'm not taking away from that. But I can't condone the foolishness. And I'm not dumb. I'm just not dumb. I'm sorry. I read between the books.
That's exactly what I'm saying. The same way. And everybody keeps saying, she lost people. And I agree with that. She lost people. She's going through trauma. But, we're not going to sit here and act like she was sitting somewhere in a hole somewhere crying. She was on Instagram being passive aggressive, commenting, liking shit on Mia X's page, and reposting shit. So it's not like she was somewhere grieving. She was watching everybody worry about her, watching and not opening her fucking mouth to say, I'm good. She let it go on for days. So we have to that's fine. We understand she lost people. People deal with things differently. But if she was off social media completely, then that would make more sense. She didn't want to be bothered. Her mind wasn't right. She was somewhere trying to get her mind together. All right. But no, you're on Instagram being fucking passive aggressive. So that's what makes it problematic to me. Okay. To me, that's what makes it problematic. And that's what makes me look upside her fucking head right now.
And cousin, we understand. I respect how you feel, because again, you're entitled to feel that way. So I'm not gonna tell you not to feel that way, because you're entitled to feel that way. Everybody is entitled to feel pissed off that Kelly did this. Everybody's
giving her ass the side eye all the way to the side.
So this is I know that. But let me see this. Now is not the time to tear her down.
No, I'm not gonna tear her down, but I'm gonna give her the side eye.
Okay, but hey, girl, that's what we're supposed to do. When we feel like somebody has gotten out of pocket, you're supposed to give them the side eye. You're supposed to be like,
I'm still not going to let people get on here and say she just trying to sell an album, because, honey, listen to her voice. She don't have to do that to sell no music. So
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I say now is not the time for us to throw the knives at her, okay?
Can I say something else? I'm sorry to interrupt, Ashley, but I have a best friend that's been missing for 7 years and have not, nobody's been checking for him. Nothing at all. And I've been up passionate about this 3 nights in a row and can't even sleep. I have not slept in 3 days. Swear to God, everything I love. And still feel like I can't sleep because of this situation. Just through passion, just like you, Ashley. So when she, doing, I can't even speak no more, man. I hear.
I hear you, though. I hear you.
Yeah, I want to say them too.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, tell me who want to go first.
Actually, this is Chi. Mine is really quick. So one thing thank you so much. One thing I picked, and I'll be fast, you guys. This is Chi. One thing I picked up this morning, the difference between the Larry Reid interview the day before and the one this morning. I felt that the sister was very genuine when she first talked about, what compelled her to do the welfare check and talking to Nikki and everything. And then the difference between today. There was something I mentioned it earlier when we were in the other room, where Nikki Gilbert disclosed that Kelly Price had a FaceTime with her PR. And that stuck out to me. I don't know, Ashley, if you remember, I said it earlier, and I was asking Q. I said, what was the difference, and who she talked to? Because she hadn't FaceTimed anybody. So, Ashley, I'm now being led to believe
that the internet presence of last night, the way we continued, the way we were trending. And I'm going to tell you guys, for the job that I have, I don't retweet anything. Last night was the first time me ever on Twitter constantly retweeting. I've never done it. My job, we're constantly on Twitter for work. There's sensitive things. Someone who was next to me is in jail right now for some things, and it was disclosed on Twitter. So I'm very cautious about my internet space, and I want to believe, Ashley, we were trending, and that compelled the powers that be to force Kelly. This TMZ is PR. Now all of a sudden she has her lawyer, the attorney who made this statement and walked away last Friday. Now the attorney said today on the TMZ that she's gonna be handling the mishandling of the missing persons. Are you kidding me? So I want to stay positive. Like you're saying, I'm empathetic. I have my mother's still living, my father's still living, all my siblings are still living. But I want to believe this is a little bit of Olivia Pope. I think it's a PR cover up because, like you said, there's a lot of things going on with Miss Price's mental stability. We're going to keep praying for her. But y'all, it's a little bit of okie doke. And I want to kind of say that they're using Nikki and the sister, Sean Ray, as the scapegoat. This is Chi, and I yield the mic.
Yes. Can I speak real quick?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sis.
I think for me, what bothers me the most, I agree that we did an awesome job with getting the word out. I think we should continue that in any situation when it comes to missing people. But I also think it affects the conversation that we had before where it said that women feel like what's the statement that everybody been saying that we feel like we're not protected or whatever the case may be.
Underprotected, underappreciated, right? Most disrespected. Let me correct that.
So in this situation, if we hear of something like this again, does it halt us from putting in the work to research and have the voices? And I'm not saying that it should. But for some people, they gonna wait next time if they hear this again for somebody else. It may make some other people move slow yet again on being helpful, on trying to find the missing person. Then the other part that I don't like is we talk bad about law enforcement. And don't get me wrong, law enforcement can be good and can be bad. But I look at it from a law enforcement standpoint. The time and the work that law enforcement supposedly was putting in on trying to find her. If nothing else, if she didn't want to come to the media, if she didn't want to go to her Instagram or anything like that, that same lawyer that you had on a half screen on TMZ talking in your behalf, it could have been a half screen on a FaceTime call to Cobb County. It could have been a Zoom call called in to Cobb County and said exactly what they said. I am fine. There is a situation going on with me and my sister. We are not in the best of spaces. I wanted you guys to know that I'm alive and well. Or if you don't believe in the FaceTime call or the Zoom, my address is so-and-so, so-and-so. Can you guys get here at 2:00? Y'all can come and check me out. I am here. I am not missing. But I am not ready to go to the public about anything that I got going on in my life because I'm trying to recover from COVID. I'm going to continue to pray because I think it's mental that didn't happen. But it also seems a little bit careless to me that just for law enforcement and the hours that they were supposedly putting in searching for you, your same lawyer couldn't have set up nothing. She told me, so we're going to set up to meet with the police officers in the next couple of days. In the next couple of days? I just don't know why you couldn't have done it earlier.
PR cleanup.
But let me say this.
That's the only thing that's strange to me, y'all. I'm sorry.
When it comes to that, sis, a Zoom call cannot be done. When you are placed, and trust me, sis, I get exactly what you're saying. But once you are placed on the FBI's A lot of people don't know. The NCIC, that is the FBI's missing persons list. That's the list she was on. Because I told y'all, FBI was standing by. I told y'all, baby, I was giving y'all the tea here and wasn't supposed to be giving y'all the tea, but y'all family. So I had to give y'all some tea, honey, some sun sweet tea at that. Y'all know the tea your grandmama used to sit out in the back and let the sun brew it. That's the tea I gave y'all, not this new tea. I gave y'all the old school tea. But I told y'all, although Cobb County police were handling it, I told y'all the sheriff and the FBI were not too far behind. When it comes to being removed off that list, they have to physically see you. Not on no Zoom call, not on no FaceTime. Baby, they got to come and they got to put hands on you.
And that's what I'm saying. Even if either one of those things would have worked, as her lawyer, Miss Kelly Price is at so-and-so address. Y'all can meet her there at 2:00. She is home. Can you please go by and see her face to face? Since y'all got to touch, and as you say yesterday, Ashley, lay hands on her, at least do that. We technically could have waited on the information. I'm just looking at it from a government and a law enforcement standpoint. At least don't waste their time looking for you when you're alive and well. But, that's just my opinion. I love Kelly Price. I wish the best for her. I'm going to pray for her and continue to pray for her. I just wish her people or herself could have handled things differently. But I will give this to Petty. Petty said this just the other day. The same way she was on Instagram and retweeting and all of that, instead of giving TMZ the moment of the interview, you could have went on your own live and not gave TMZ the credit for the interview of you being alive. So those are the things that just makes it seem a little bit strange for me.
The TMZ seems a little clout chasing, honestly.
Right.
I would have went on my own Instagram.
For a check. It's for a check. She capitalizing off of this, and I don't fuck with it. I feel like we should protest her music, and I don't care any of you get mad at me. I don't care.
Can I say something real quick?
Hold on one moment. But let me say this, Nesta. Nobody. Why is anybody gonna get upset with you because you're voicing how you feel?
Because earlier the dude Sean, he in the room now because he was quiet. When everybody started really talking how they feel, he exit. And that's the one person that wouldn't let nobody speak how they feel. And he kept I don't know. I didn't like his energy because with me, she dead ass wrong. It's everybody that sitting up here covering up for her, making excuses for her, all y'all dead ass wrong too.
But I'm gonna say this. I don't think anybody. But let me say this because y'all know I need energy. Y'all know I need energy. But see, what I'm not. This is not even a platform. We'll have that discussion. But like I say, now is not the time to tear her down. Regardless of what she's done, that's the problem in the community. That's what I really want everybody to see. I get it. Everybody's upset. We are pissed off, and I'm allowing y'all to air your grievances. Y'all see, I get interjected and said not a word. Y'all see, I ain't told you, but don't say that. Don't feel this way. No, because I want you to feel that way. I want you to get it out. But don't tear down another black woman. The white community does it to us enough. So
we need to hold her responsible, though.
And that's what I'm saying. We can hold her accountable without tearing her down. There's a difference, baby. And that's something that we have to collectively learn how to do. You can chastise somebody, but don't tear them down.
I don't think it's tearing down. I think it's showing her, it's showing her a lesson. And number one, being a black woman, she shouldn't do this shit because they already don't believe us when we go to the police. They already don't believe us when we go to the doctors, and we barely can find a fucking lawyer to represent us when we need help. This is ridiculous, dog.
And I'm not in disagreement about that. I'm not. I agree wholeheartedly. And y'all know I stand 10 toes down behind that when I say.
She just posted.
I'm pissed off.
Somebody said that she just posted on her Instagram 8 minutes ago.
Let me hold up, y'all. Let me get over here to it. Yeah.
All right, I'm on it now. It was actually 10 minutes ago, but I think they told me 2 minutes ago. I can read it if you want, or you can read it.
Is it a video or she just?
It's a post.
Here we go. She's okay. She says, "Thank you for your love, concern, and prayers. I truly appreciate them and all of you who sincerely did them. They are not lost on me, I promise. I'm going back into silence, where I could put first things first, and that is to be restored and be healthy and to be whole. I respect that. That's what she's going to do. And I think, and this is just me, because Nesta, I'm going to let you finish. I think she's got to put everything back into perspective mentally. And then I think she's going to come out maybe, once and maybe clear this up for us. I'm just hoping for the best. But yes, she does. Nesta, she does need to be held accountable, babe. She does. I'm not disagreeing. But I don't want you to feel like your sister is disagreeing with you on that. Because I wholeheartedly believe you need to be held accountable for this, because I say this because I'm going to what Tamika said. Will this deter us from continuing on with the conversation with the other countless Black boys and Black girls and Black men and Black women that go missing? And I'm going to yield the mic. Go ahead, Nesta. It's back on you, sweetie.
All right, so my thing is, that's too late.
Can I ask a question?
I low-key agree that is too late. And also, I think everyone just are more passionate than others.
Can I ask a question, though? Y'all remind me, y'all. Somebody send me a message and remind me. I got to go drop these papers off, y'all. I got to do jury duty on the 14th. I'm going to go in there and tell the people, I don't believe in a death penalty. I don't believe we should play God. You think they're going to put me out?
Yeah, they will. Just sound biased when you go in there, and they ain't going to.
Okay, good. All right. That's all I needed to know, girl, because I'm supposed to do jury duty on the 14th. Girl, I ain't mailed not one paper back. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to make y'all laugh for just a moment, just to kind of clear the tension a little bit. But everybody, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it.
Cassidy got somebody else to be cool.
Petty, sis, cousin, that was you talking?
No, this is talking.
It's not me.
Oh, Lorraine. Okay, who was speaking before you, Lorraine?
It was me. Nessa. Tasha.
Oh,
Tasha.
Okay, Tasha? Go ahead, Miss Tasha. Go ahead, sis. You got it.
So I hear what people are saying about the TMZ. That does seem, I don't know why she went there, but what would really be her reasoning for clout chasing? Like, with her voice and her talent, why would she need to do that?
We just saw. Why did she go to TMZ? If she didn't want to clout chase, why would you go to TMZ? I don't really. Yeah, it kind of is. It really is. You got to call it where you see it.
I feel like her good white management made her like, look, diva, you better clean this thing up. Everybody said they call her. Her white her management team is the only one that they said FaceTime her. And that's given really like from the top down, this is enough, chick. Like, I think somebody pulled her card and pulled her diva card and was like, clean it up now. That's what I feel like happened, because everybody said they talked to her, they text message her PR team. Yeah, this is Olivia Pope Central. That's why she had to get on the TMZ. They was like, you ain't gonna be a diva today, Miss Thing.
Hold on, y'all.
Hey, I want to add something to the lawyer thing.
Hold on, Nesta. Hold on. Y'all, my big brother. Go ahead, Farrah, my brother. Go ahead, brother.
Sure thing. I was for sure heartbroken. Very worried and concerned with everyone else. But as one of Kelly Price's good friends, I can honestly say that when you dealt with death, when you tasted death, and you literally meet your maker, as she said that she did, when you lose so many family members, not only that, her closest friends she's lost. She did not owe anybody anything. She needed to grieve. She needs to still heal. And the court of public opinion saying that essentially she was wrong for not notifying us, she's going to do that in her time. And again, I agree that being a public figure, I have about 5 million followers myself, 2 million books worldwide. And granted, I must say that my life is different because of the community that supports me. However, when you are near death, I think we're being a little judgmental considering nobody in this room that I know of that I recognize is a public figure. I just think it's unfair if you've never walked in her shoes for us to stand and sit in a place of judgment and look down on her as if she did not correspond. She did post that she was fine. She did speak to her closest friends. But I think we need to be a little bit more sensitive and a little bit more human in how we judge her, considering nobody's a 9-time Grammy nominated artist in this room. Nobody has lost damn near half their family to COVID. Nobody had COVID reportedly back to back and almost died. So again, as soon as someone gets those Grammy nominations, I'd love to hear their perspective.
You know what? With all due respect, those Grammy nominations are because of her fans who love her. We're not less than her. We're not beneath her. And we were worried. So I understand that we're not her personal family. She don't owe us shit. But she was on. I'm not going to pretend like she was somewhere fighting for her life. Kelly Price, at the moment that we were looking for her, she was on Instagram, liking shit on Demia X's post, reposting shit, and being like really passive aggressive. Instead of just, y'all, I'm good. Give me time. I'm good. That's all she needed to do, because she's on a list where like there's people on the list who really are missing. That's how serious it got. And people were really stressed out over this. So, you know, it doesn't matter how big. We know she's big. I love Kelly Price as an artist, but she's where she is with all those Grammys because of us and the way we fuck with her. So at least have enough respect for us, the people who got her to all those Grammys, to just say 2 words, I'm good. That's all you need to say.
And you stop making excuses for it. You biased, yo.
Hold on, Nesta. Just everybody let Farrah speak, please.
Let him respond. I feel your passion, Queen. However, we're talking about mental health. None of us are qualified.
I have bipolar disorder. I was raped, and my mother died 2 weeks after I was raped.
Cousin, let him
like
respond.
I get it.
Yes, ma'am, but you're not.
But he can't be coming in here trying to read people neither, and he dead ass.
Okay, sister, what are your qualifications as it relates to?
What are yours? Just because you got a big following, don't nobody give a fuck about that public.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on, that's
Hold on, y'all.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like he feels like we're not good enough to speak on this.
You don't have any patients nor clients yourself, sister.
Who do you know? How do you know everybody because of social media following?
You see what I mean?
Hold up. Y'all know, hold up. Let me mute Mike, because y'all know this is not the energy that I like, y'all. Y'all know I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like us arguing. I don't like it.
We don't need to argue, but he shouldn't be looking down on people either. I don't care how many followers somebody does not have.
Oh, okay, cousin, let me finish. Respectfully, I did not create this space for the argument and the back and forth. And respectfully, big brother, you did come very aggressive by saying who's qualified and who's not qualified. What we're doing tonight is being respectful. I can't even talk, y'all. What we're doing is we're being respectful of how everybody's feeling. I respect you a great deal, Brother Great. I really honestly do. But
let me go unfollow his ass. I don't give a damn.
You have to allow them and let them be entitled to feel it the way that they feel. They're frustrated because they feel like, well, dang, Kelly, we've done all this for you. And it's almost like you just literally slapped us in the face. We rallied. We did a whole clubhouse sleepover. We did all of that.
It doesn't matter because we don't have Grammys. So, you know, who are we?
I be around Kanye all the time.
Let me finish, y'all. Please allow me to speak. Please allow me to just land and because y'all know I don't do the vibe like that. Y'all know I don't do the negativity. I don't like that. So what I'm saying is, I created this space, brother, for them to air their grievances, for them to feel the way that they feel. You don't have to have Grammys or a degree to air your grievances to say, but you just, she was like, mess up that. On TMZ and you're pleading with us to say, telling us, oh, almost died. It's almost like she pulled the big on us. And then it's like, we're supposed to be like, oh my God, Kelly, but you don't have to be nominated to feel that way. You don't have to have degrees and all of that. Everybody's responding off of emotions. So, brother, I get where you're coming from. I get where my cousin is coming from. But I want this space to stay where we're not attacking each other, where we're not coming at each other and pulling people down by saying, oh, because you don't have this, you're not this. I don't want that. I don't want that type of environment in here. With all due respect to everybody in here. So that's where everybody is right now. Everybody's irritated. Everybody is frustrated because they feel like we've been cheated at. You robbed us. You played on our emotions. We did all of this work to get trended, to make sure that you're not lost in the sauce. We did it because we saw what Gabby Petito was getting. And why not Kelly Price getting this? This is another Black woman that's gone missing that y'all aren't speaking about. So this is where the anger and the frustration is coming from. And again, this is Ashley, y'all, your favorite 504 girl. I just want you to stop tearing each other down. Let's stop throwing jabs and shooting knives and guns at each other. I'm going to yield the mic and open the stage back up.
I think for me, Sarah, I just want to say, when you came on the stage and you said that people didn't lose family to COVID, that was, I don't know, man.
That's weird. Because how does he know? We don't know that.
You don't know that. And
you don't know that.
That's exactly what
you did say that.
You said
I lost roughly 10 family members. Everyone in this room has lost 10 family members to COVID.
I lost 36 hours a week ago. I lost 36 hours a week ago.
What's wrong with this man? You don't know who lost who. You do know that COVID has affected a lot of people, right? A lot of people have lost their entire family. She's not the only one. I don't give a damn. But she's sitting at their grave site on Instagram, liking it. Petty. I'm gonna mute my mic, yo. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna go on mute.
Can I land my plane real quick?
You sure can. I'm sorry.
Hold up. I told y'all can't meet force for force. Come on now.
But I hope them 2 million people ask for them refunds on them books. And see where you are. See where you are then. Because you want to look down on people about what they have and what you have. I hope they get refunds. And see where your ass
right.
is.
I totally agree.
Eddie is hurt. I get it. Yeah,
Can I finish?
Hold up, Faith. Go ahead, Charlotte. Go ahead. Because
what I was saying is, it doesn't matter if you lost 10. No. It doesn't matter if you lost 3. It doesn't matter if you lost 1. You lost someone in your family due to COVID. Okay? You can't compare 1 to 10 because you don't know how close people are to their family. So to say that is very, 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 very disrespectful. And there's a lot of people that was on the stage that said, I pray for Kelly. There was a lot of people who weren't even saying that she was wrong. There were so many different point of views, and you came on and immediately attacked. You can't attack when you didn't hear the entire conversation. And you don't know what people lost because you don't know anyone on the stage. And if you do, and they didn't lose anyone, okay. But there are some people on this stage who are still grieving, and they are still trying to figure out what happened. Mm-hmm. And yes, there are 1,000,001 Black boys and girls that are missing right now. That we can't find. So yes, she had a responsibility as someone who is very much alive. And I won't discredit what she went through because we all go through shit. And you can't come on here and discredit nobody else.
Thank you.
And I'm going on mute.
All right. So let me say this. Let's chill with the ad-libs. Let them respectfully land the plane. Because y'all know I don't create negative spaces like this. I do want everybody to air their grievances out. I do. I really honestly do. I want y'all to say how you feel. Because y'all know ain't no judgment in here. And that's why I had to step in. Because it was just too much.
So, can I What's been going on here and kind of hop in based on what that vibe is and what that energy is. You definitely don't want to be coming on the stage and just spewing out things and not really knowing what the progression of things have been. Because I do remember seeing you come in fair, I think maybe one time for a little bit. But like most of the people here on the stage and in this room have been here for 72 hours on and off. So it's a little different. I think everybody should have the ability to express exactly how they feel, the way they feel it. However, you can't attack anybody's mindset or perspective about how they feel. That's where I think you went wrong. But let's just be careful, how because we're not attacking people, we're attacking issues. And I think the issue, I understand exactly where Petty is coming from. I mean, everybody, for the most part, is coming from because we were emotionally invested. We were time invested. We were mentally invested. Some of us were tired, so it wasn't just, oh, we're bored to death and we're just going to get on Clubhouse. Like, this was a complete movement. So everybody's emotionally attached. I haven't even shared how I feel about the whole situation. I'm just touching on this. So I think we gotta flow. We've been flowing, like Ashley says, this room's been flowing so good for the past 72 hours. So let's just flow and vibe out everybody's energy and not, do any personal attacks or, nobody should be on their high horse, to be honest with you. Because again, we are all struggling to get through this pandemic and we're all experiencing pain. Okay. All of us have been affected one way or another. So let's keep that in mind.
Honey, his horse is all the way up there. You don't have 9 Grammys. You might as well be quiet.
Say something really fast. This China. No one should be belittled because they're not in the same field as another person. It doesn't matter how many Grammys somebody has. It doesn't matter how much money someone has. And everyone should be treated equally. That's all I have to say. And Farrah, it just showed a lot about you.
Okay, again, a few things.
We want to know who's buying them books because you're really out of touch.
A few things have been said.
Y'all allow him to respond.
That I believe were out of context. Again, I did not. Everything that I said was a combination. The purpose of saying 9 Grammys means the level of pressure that this woman is under. And for her to be judged based on her, not only what she went through with COVID, that's why I said the Grammys, the COVID, the touring, the missing dates, the fight with her sister, all of what she's been through. What I heard in this room, which I found to be very offensive, was calling for boycotts against her music as if she maliciously and or had intent to do something to us. I've been in the rooms 4 or 5 times. There's no high horse. I don't mind walking or crawling on the ground or sleeping on the ground. I have no issue with that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is new level, new devil. And the level that she's at in her career, the pressure, the angst, and the frustration of having to be perfect, she just needed a moment, and that's what she said. And she didn't feel the urge to respond until she was mentally ready to respond. So when I said degrees, when we say what someone should do through their mental health, if they're going through depression, if they might be facing potentially suicidal thoughts, I don't know. We don't know, again, what she was going through to say in a place of judgment where she should have did X, Y, and Z. I think that is very insensitive because I have heard judgment pass on her in this room, and I find that very offensive when there's a protest or potentially we need to boycott her music because she didn't respond in our time. I thought that was unfair.
If it was only 1 or 2 people that were like offended by what you said, then we would say, all right, well, maybe, no, it seems like a lot of people in here picked up on the same energy. You were telling us if we don't have all these people that died from COVID, as if you know that, and if we don't have all these Grammys, as if you know who's who in here anyway, then let me know when you have all these Grammys and all these people that died from COVID. That's what we got. We need to protest your books next.
Now, I'm not saying boycott anyone because I don't believe in the cancel culture and all that other stuff that's going on. We don't know what Kelly is truly going through. And I will 100% say that. Yes, there's a lot of people that's concerned, but there's also, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. And for me, I felt offended because you pretty much told us y'all didn't have these people die from COVID and this. You don't know what we had. And so that personally offended me. Everything else, I don't really give two shits about. I'm going to be honest. Because I didn't say boycott Kelly. I don't really care to boycott her. It's not that deep for me. She's alive. She's well. She said she was okay. Whatever she's going through with her family, that's a personal issue that she has to figure out. I'm not in her space to say whether or not that's right or wrong, whatever she's doing. But what I can say is you cannot come on a stage and tell people what they're going through or what they've done or what their accolades are if you don't know them.
I think only one person said something about the music. I remember I specifically said, don't tear her down. Right. I think you were the only one that said that. So don't act like that was the whole room saying, oh, fuck Kelly Price, fuck her music. None of us would. No, there was one person that said that, and they're entitled to feel that way. They are. But don't act like everybody in here is just tearing Kelly Price down. And that's why you came in here and act like we're just the peasants and we need to bow to the queen, because that's what you did. That's what you did. Everybody picked up on it. And nobody was tearing her down. People are disappointed. And we have a right to feel disappointed. Because, again, I don't give a damn unless her hands were full of all them Grammys that she got. Her fucking hands was free to get ass on Instagram. She should have posted, I'm fine. She could have told people she's okay. Period. People have a right to be disappointed in her not doing that. It's irresponsible. And it's the same kind of energy that you're giving. I'm above y'all. Fuck y'all. Ain't got to tell y'all shit. She wouldn't have a motherfucking Grammy if it wasn't for people like me buying that music. Period. To the period, to the periana. Let me go.
I think I'm not even worried about her getting on her page and telling me or telling us via social media that she was okay. I think the people who needed to know that she was okay from a global standpoint was the government and the FBI. That's all I said. At least if nothing else, have your lawyer set up a meeting to say Kelly Price is at this address. You can go and do a welfare check. She will welcome you into her home. She is fine. That way we can nip this in the bud, because there are people who are really missing on this list that are really, really missing. So if nothing else, at least set up some kind of conversation or meet up with law enforcement. Ashley just said that one of her friends is a police officer there. That means that them people was really trying to find Kelly. So even if Kelly didn't have the means of doing it on her own, you mean to tell me that this lawyer who's speaking so firmly now couldn't set up a meeting to have them go to her home? She said today, we're going to set up a meeting in the next couple of days for them to go to her home. Why the next couple of days? Why should her name be on there? Why are you waiting to set the... Now, unless there's a time frame where the police said they can only go then, that's different. All I said was there should have been something done just with law enforcement to clear the news. And then we could have waited on Kelly to make her own statement when she was ready.
I think to answer the question, sis, I think when it comes to the law enforcement, because if you go back and you watch, she did say that her husband recently tested positive. Did she say he recently tested positive for COVID? I know she said he tested positive. I'm going to have to go back and watch it, but I don't know if she said he just recently tested positive for COVID or he caught it amongst her. But I know she did say that she just... I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I don't know. I think she did specifically say...
She did. I think she said she just got cleared
with a positive COVID
a week ago.
Right. So I think, with all the COVID protocols, I think that could possibly be why. Again, I don't know. I just was relaying the information that was passed along to me in regards to that they were working diligently around the clock, because they really genuinely did think that she was really missing. Okay, because when you and know that, and I think all law enforcement should really take stuff like this very seriously, because they really do. They need to stop dragging their feet. But there is a protocol that has to be followed. No, we don't like the protocol, but unfortunately, but to me, I feel like if I didn't came to you and I done told you, okay, this, I need you to get off your ass. But again, you got to think we're dealing with Cobb County Police, and I'm gonna allegedly, let me say that. But in response to what everybody is saying, we're disappointed because, like Tamika said, what they did, they really, and I didn't say this before because I didn't want to incite anything, but they really kind of pushed a lot of people to the side to really focus on finding Kelly Price. So that's where this anger, the frustration, the sadness, the hurt, this is where this is coming from. This is the place it's coming from. It's because, like Tamika said, you have Xavier Smith, who is missing. You have Daniel Robinson, that's been missing for 3 months out of Buckeye, Arizona, that nobody's lighting fire to. That's where this is coming from. So, brother, you can't come and attack people for how they feel. I'm seeing it from both sides. We cannot attack people for the way that they voice in their opinions. Everybody has always told us. I've seen, some of your interviews, brother, where you said, don't stay silent, be vocal. So now that we're doing that, you can't silence us. And I'm going to respectfully yield the mic, and I'm going to open the stage back up. I love everybody. I'm yielding the mic.
Good morning. Nancy Gray even retweeted your tweet, Ashley. Go check. I mean, this is not a small thing, Brother Fair. I don't want to disrespect you at all, and I'm not a nobody. I'm in Washington, D.C. And
hold on, wait a minute. Don't you ever say, let me stop.
Wait. Nobody in here is a nobody. I don't know where y'all get this from. Nobody is a nobody. This is weird energy, y'all. This is weird energy. Nobody in here is a nobody. Like, that's just weird energy. For real.
Good morning, everyone. I'm TC McCoy, and I've been just listening as your girl, I can't remember, I think it was Sharon, reading the room. I first want to say I applaud the effort that you all have obviously put in over the last few days. And it seems like it's also a movement as far as people being missing, which is also commendable. So I think it's really interesting, though, just listening, because both sides, there are different sides of this world. There are people who sit in places and they feel like they aren't understood, whether they feel high, low, wherever they are. And I think that's what has kind of shown up in the room. I don't know if Brother Farah, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. I've seen it, so no disrespect to you, but I've seen and actually been hands-on with celebrities, as some of you may have, and it's like their life isn't their life. I'm a mom, and I feel like my life isn't my life sometimes, but at the same time, because I have experienced it, that type of thing is a little different from what I feel at the same time. And I don't think, I also have a mom who survived COVID, as some of you may. I'm not taking that away from anyone. ICU, the whole nine. She was out of here, and I was praying my butt off, to keep her here. And somehow, there was a miracle. But I've also seen other people taken out. I know from her living that, as Kelly Price said, she has long-term COVID. I know that there's a mental space that you go into when you're in the middle of COVID and still alert. And I know that there's also a mental space that you're in after when you're going through that long-term COVID. She was not normal. She was not herself. I was wondering if we needed to go get her head checked out. And I'm laughing now, but it was real. And I have to, I know you all can see my name or whatever. And so I do always have to pull back and not just look at my opinion, but also look at others and also kind of ask myself questions and ask God, And my thing is, I don't think she's okay. And I'm not going to say that I'm speaking that prophetically. I'm speaking that based on experience, observation, and life, and all of those things. She's not okay. She's alive, thank God, but she's not okay. And so as we move forward, I think, that's just the space that we need to maybe possibly keep our mindset in. And really not just pray for Kelly. We need to all pray for each other. And y'all just heard my little hood come out there. But we need to all pray for each other because this pandemic is not over. Many lives will continue to be lost. And it's just not nobody's okay. And I think that she was put in that position, and I'm getting ready to close because I've just been listening to everybody and it's a lot. But I think she was put in that position on TMZ. For I heard somebody say PR. I've seen that over and over and over again. And the PR is not even for Kelly. It actually is for the fans. And that's not always what they want to do. They don't always do it because that's the way they want to do it. But especially in the mental that she may be in, sometimes you can put up a fight, sometimes you can't, sometimes you just give in because you don't have anybody and your family has turned against you because you won't take care of them. And it's a lot of things that go with that lifestyle. And I'm not asking anybody to have grace, but that's just my observation of her. And I'm just, something ain't right. I think there's more to the story, and I don't think that she's okay. And that's my opinion. And thank you for letting me share. And I hope you all will continue to do your movement. This is powerful. God bless each of you.
Thank you, Prophet. I appreciate it. Who? Okay, I was trying to figure out who retweeted what. I totally missed it. Who was speaking and they say that was she? She said Nancy Gray.
Nancy Gray. Last night when we were retweeting, go check it out. Nancy Gray picked it up. Where's Kelly Price? So it was a big deal. Yeah, that was a big deal. It's shameful that she couldn't speak up and say, "Hey, I'm not missing," so we could put that energy into somebody who was.
Right.
That's even more reason to give the side eye. That's even more reason because she knew that. Sorry, she knew that.
Oh, you good. Yeah. Even though I'm saying even TMZ put "Where's Kelly Price" when they first broke the news, and that was their hashtag, which was our hashtag that we was putting out. So it's kind of like bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. And I understand how everybody feel. This been a long 3 days going on 4 days that we've been here, this and that. And I even told Ash that what I knew from my end on being in the industry and how I know what happened. Then it's like, damn, now you want to say this, say that, and then now we going back and forth. And it's kind of like, this is bullshit. Like, I work on the flight department. I just fucking retired. They do welfare checks. It's not only police, it's the fire department too. So how many times they don't went there and say, "Hey, is you okay?" Nobody can answer the door. Like I say, leave a note, do this, do that. And like I say, everybody is just upset because if you go and look on that national thing, it's like so much. I tell people, if you go look on that and you see people from the 1920s, they got them that's still missing. And you go look down and you see. And then you got this one person that we say black people always overlook, special black women, this, that, black men, boys, girls. And we went so hard for that. And just be a slap in the face and be like, "Oh, I'm here and fuck y'all and I'm tired of y'all doing this." It's kind of like, oh man, really?
That's how you gonna treat us after we done stayed up constantly day and night, didn't give a fuck about what's going on, and this was like boom. And then it's like, okay, that's it. That's it. And then for you to come back, I feel like you should just ask what was going back on and then come back and state your opinions and all that. And so, like I said, it's some bullshit. And I feel how everybody else feel. Like, I don't want nothing to happen to her. I understand shit. I just fucking buried my auntie that lost her life from COVID. And my cousin, she here had a nervous breakdown because she said, why my mama had to die. Her daddy died. She was 4 years old. She had no fucking parents on the child. And I'm sitting here like, fuck. Cause I'm with you. But that shit is hard. And I'm telling people like, I understand. I had a conversation with Kelly Price, and this was like no communication, and then numbers being changed, and this right here, and it's like, okay, cool. Like,
all right,
but if you got something
30 seconds. 30
okay, I'm
seconds.
sorry, I'm about to land my plane. Lead this. Like I said, it just I felt like something should have been put out there and say, hey, she's okay, boom,
Right.
and left at it.
Right. Very much.
So let me ask everybody in the room. Does this stop our journey?
No.
Nope. If we exclude Kelly out of it.
Yo, Nessa don't give a damn.
Like I said, respectfully, does this stop our plight?
No.
For getting the word out for other missing Black boys, Black girls, Black men, and Black women?
No.
So this is Monique speaking. I don't think it stops it. I think it would make people cautious of supporting us. There's so many layers to this situation that I think is a lesson moving forward when we start to support our Black and brown people who may be missing. You know, Kelly Price is a celebrity, right? And whom much is given, much is required. She has the privilege to have a team. She has a lawyer. She has her PR team. With social media being around and giving people the sense of having a connection to people that they really don't have, I think when it comes to Kelly Price and her team, you know, they could have did something as simple as, you know, since she shared the video of having COVID July 29th, I 100% feel like she should have her space. I am someone who is a longtime sufferer of H1N1, which was the first epidemic 10 years ago. I still live with it. I still take pride in my mental health. I think she has that right to have her space. I also feel like her PR team, because she has followers, because she has fans, she didn't have to speak to anyone. But a couple of weeks later, they could have just snapped a picture and said, you know, hey, I'm still recovering from this COVID. Guys, this is serious. I'm still dealing with my health. See you soon. That could have been damage control before the whole, oh, she's missing came up to play. When her sister showed up, again, she didn't have to talk to anybody, but her PR team could have did a quick 30-second, 1-minute video, her kids on FaceTime. Hey guys, I'm not missing, everything is fine. Again, damage control. Because too much is given, much is required. She has a team to where she doesn't have to necessarily talk to us face to face, but they should be able to be there to soothe her fans who are supporting her and let us know that, hey, she's fine. Also, this happened at a time when we were saying, oh, white people get coverage all over nationally and Black people don't. And bam, here comes Kelly Price. And they dropped the ball. She took precedence over the other Black people who were missing. Like, nobody was talking about them. And all of a sudden, this became like a minstrel show. Like, oh, she wasn't really missing. Oh, she's being petty with her sister. I just feel like it delayed the recognition that we need. Because she's a celebrity, her team has to know, okay, you were missing, but it's more than you. It's beyond you. You're a reflection of everybody that is in the Black culture as a collective. You're 30 seconds. 30 seconds, yeah. I'm just saying all that to say is every choice that we have has a consequence, whether directly affecting you. And I think that's something that everybody should think about when situations like this come up. And I'm Monique, and I'm done.
Ashley, can I get the mic just for a second?
Hold up, cousin. I just got one question. So, can we also hold her PR? Can we also hold her PR people accountable for this as well? Would that be safe? Oh, for sure. That's what that be safe to do. For me,
I'd like to speak about that if possible when you guys are done.
Okay, so would that be safe for me to say that not only is she responsible for her PR people, or maybe she needs to get better PR people, because and I say that to say, and then I'm gonna land. And I say that to say because this lawyer, this attorney, you made one statement and that was it. It was, should she have followed up with something else? Should she have? Do y'all get where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me just.
Go ahead, cousin.
I was in her comments, and somebody else on the stage was too, and we left a comment, and I know I said when on the post that I just sent to you, where she said that she the one that you read, what she said. I commented and said we were on Clubhouse 72 hours. Some of us didn't even sleep, worrying about you. So, bye, Kelly girl. I'm disappointed. Kelly Price just blocked me. So when we're talking about, her and all of her Grammys, I'm one of the people that's the reason why she has those fucking Grammys. And when you hold her responsible for what she did, and I would never call her bitches and hoes and none of that raggedy shit. I let her know I'm disappointed and girl, bye. And she fucking blocked me for that. So when we're talking about, her team, like somebody needs to let Kelly know that people have a right to be disappointed in what she did. And I'm not the only one on this stage that she blocked.
Yeah, I know. I just got the back channel on that.
Can I talk about that?
All the Grammys, though. That's what happens when that goes to their head.
Okay, Patty. We passed that part in the conversation.
And I beat a dead horse. I got the right name.
But we're past the conversation. Hey, Miss Nichelle, go ahead, sis.
Hey, Miss Ashley. Hey, queens. Hey, kings in the room. I've been with y'all for the past 72 hours. I was on the overnighter the first night. I've worked in this industry for going on 27 years, but now I'm mostly on the brand side, but I've mostly worked with artists a lot from 96 to about 2014. I've been a part of a global PR crisis for a major brand. So I understand the space we are in, but 1,000%. My first, if you're going to start pointing fingers for accountability, is on her camp and her team. Because when you're in this space, it was on them to prioritize who to notify first, which number one should have been the FBI, Cobbs County, before you start going to the media. Number two, from a historical standpoint, this is a bigger issue on how people's camps and handlers, publicists, have been long-time enablers that usually leads to the death or destruction of our beloved celebrities in our culture. Historically, whether you look at Michael Jackson, whether you look at Prince, whether you look at any of them that have struggled with anything, historically, we surround our celebrities sometimes with enablers and yes people to their own detriment. I was never that one, so a lot of times people would assign me to work with celebrities just because of I'm very steadfast and ethical, and unless you're Jesus, I don't care how many Grammys you have, this is a business. I was on the side of the business that cut the checks to the celebrities and the record companies. So we have to think about if we're industry and quote, when we're industry and I work with this artist, are you part of the problem? Are you one of those enablers? Or as a publicist, are you making sure that you're not just trying to get good PR and you need to take care of that person as a person and keep them whole behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. And that's what's really disappointing to me, is that time and time again, our celebrities are not always surrounded by people that are strong enough to carry that weight and to do that job in a way that limits this kind of damage. And I find that super problematic. So I'm not going to, and this whole conversation over the next few days, you're going to see it's going to just get into the gutter of the pettiness with her sister and her family. That's not where this needs to be. We need to really talk about how our industry folks are cared for, because I'm tired of seeing people from my generation, Gen X, not even living to be 60. And it just pains me. So yes, I'm frustrated, I'm upset, but at the same time, we really need to look at how we care for our celebrities, the people that work in their camps, and that there needs to be some accountability on the industry part, on not just surrounding yourself with enablers. You have to be bold and you have to be brave to work with celebrities and keep them whole, and to actually care about, making sure they don't go down the deep end. But it takes a strong person. Some people just want to get that check and get that clout to say they work for a celebrity, but all they are is an enabler. And her camp failed. If that was my PR agency, half those people would be fired. And I yield the mic. Thank you for the space.
I agree with Michelle, because I feel like her team just sucks. Because what happened over these last couple of days, from my point of view, someone who has a nursing degree, who has worked with many people who try to deal with their mental health issues, this actually increased her stress. It didn't protect her at all. It was really like a clown show. I totally agree with Michelle. She needs a new team, a stronger team who's there to protect her as the human that she is, and not necessarily the artist that she is.
I agree with that. My name is Alyssa, and I want to agree. My daughter is going through something similar. She's pretty much hit a celebrity status, and there's so much negativity built around it that we can't even enjoy it. Basically defending herself. She can't even enjoy her, achievement. So, sometimes we put a lot of pressure on celebrities and things like that, and it really be our insecurities. Don't be them, be us. So I totally understand what this lady is going through all the way around.
I want to make sure that I'm saying this correctly, and maybe somebody can help me. Go ahead, sis. PR is damage control, correct?
There's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
A good PR.
Yeah, a good PR. That's what I just wanted to make sure. I knew I was pretty accurate on it, and that's what I've been saying this entire time. Even if her lawyer had to take the reins of making sure that this didn't go left, it would have not been what it is today. And maybe that needs to be, her health is first. Getting her healthy, that is definitely first. But once she's back healthy, I feel like it needs to be maybe a new haul of people that come in that really and truly got her back. And I agree with somebody said this could add more stress to her, because now people are really about to be digging and talking. You think we was trying to figure out whether she missing or not? Oh, baby, now they about to be on everything that's posted. They're gonna look into everything now and make some type of, whether it's negative communication or what. Hopefully, it will be some positive, but they're really about to dig deep. And I feel like if you have the right PR team, we could have avoided this for her, and she could really be on a road to recovery.
Oh, there's going to be a credibility issue from here on out.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. It's just like this. I'm so happy that she's alive and has another chance at life, and God is giving her that. But at the same time, I just don't want this to deter our efforts or the police efforts or whomever that was trying to get the news out about her. I just didn't want it to deter us from people that are really missing.
And that's why I asked the question. How do we collectively, y'all, move past this and still rally on with our efforts with the other Black children, Black men and women that are missing?
So, I think the same energy, Ashley, that you help rally, you gotta just keep it going. And I don't feel like we need to keep harping on this. I feel like I'm not one to put a room together, but if I could make a suggestion, I would make the suggestion to even stop talking about it. And let's move on to one of the kids that's really on the list, and let's make a movement for that. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that Kelly's not important, but now that we know she is alive and well, we pray for her. We pray that God renews her mind. We pray that God gives her the strength that she needs to come back and be the one of our best vocalists out there. I want all of that for her. But at the same time, we have children right now that are missing, that's not getting any coverage. And for me, I could stop talking about it tonight, to be honest. And you can start a whole nother room and put another child name up here, and we can start hashtagging that. In my opinion.
I already said do like a true crime.
Okay. So, Chief, are you still here with me, sis?
Yes, I'm still here.
So, watch this. Because Chief, what did I just tell you on the back channel? What did I say? About for tomorrow.
Yeah, the next move. Like, what are we gonna do next?
Absolutely. Yep. So that's how. Look, y'all, I'm already on it.
Come on, Ashley, that's what I'm talking about.
Because tomorrow, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you exactly what I told my sister, Chief. I told Chief, my focus tomorrow will be on the missing Black men and women.
Let's go.
That's where my focus is going to go tomorrow.
Let's go.
Because we've gotten the solution with Kelly Price. Now, it's time for us, and I'm going to say his name. Daniel Robinson. I need y'all to Google him right now. Daniel Robinson. I need y'all to Google him right now. Daniel Robinson.
He might actually get attention because he's just, one of just a person that's not known, everyday people. I think it's going to be problematic for celebrities now. If something happens to one of them, unfortunately, people might not be so quick to jump. But, us everyday people, I think the energy should be put towards them. Let the celebrities figure it out.
I want y'all. Oh, trust me. Let me tell you.
Let them figure it out with all their money. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Since they want to
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Did
you handle that, cousin? Cousin, did you handle that?
Did I what?
Did you handle that?
Wait, what
happened? With what happened the other day? Did you handle that?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Okay.
I have to find out.
Okay. All right. I need to know so that way. Because see, I got to wait. Because I can't co-host you. You already know the deal. I can't co-host you. Okay.
So I'm about to back channel you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I just want to say we got the best investigative team in the world in this room, okay? When I tell you these PIs up in here, they're going to find everybody who did everything to anybody.
So shout out to everybody in this room. I think this is a real powerful movement got going on here. And I mean, we joke about it, but in all actuality, I trust this team in here. I trust this team to find some people and find some, some victims and some perpetrators.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Daniel Robinson is who I want to talk about tomorrow. That's what I want to talk about tomorrow. Daniel Robinson, let me say this, y'all. Because I spoke on him the other day when I opened my room and I spoke about Jelani D. I'm going to tell you why I spoke on Jelani D. Because Jelani D could be my son. That could be my brother. That could be my cousin. That could be my nephew. That's why I spoke on Jelani D. Because you had a mother on national TV begging for the media pick up and help me find my son. My son had been missing for 30 days. Gabby Petito went missing, and baby, let me tell you something. That became America's daughter. Okay? Social media. I roam the hallways on Clubhouse being nosy, y'all. Y'all know. But I'm seeing thousands of people in rooms. I even stepped in one and they were crying. We got to find him. We got to find Daniel Robinson, okay? That's not medicine. 3 months. Going on 4. So I challenge everybody tonight. I need somebody in this room. I don't know if GP is in here. I may need to send out a message. But I need a flyer. Daniel Robinson's name, his picture with hashtag find Daniel Robinson now. I need something that hashtag Daniel Robinson is missing. I need it because that will be my PTO. You get on Twitter.
Actually, can you make sure you post on your Instagram so we can have it? So we can have a way to get the flyer so we can post it in our profile picture.
I got you, son. Yeah. Thanks for me your number. And then I'm gonna take you from. I'm gonna take you. Text me your phone number. Tell me your phone number so I can text you and we can each other's number then. And then when I can get it, I can just text it to you. And then we just circulate it from there. But I need everybody's hands on one word. Daniel Robinson is missing. Find Daniel Robinson. Daniel Robinson is missing. And when you get on Twitter, I want you to tag everybody. Baby, I need you to tag Jesus if you have to. Because we have to find this young man. Somebody knows something because they found his Jeep, but you didn't find him. He was a geologist. Remember, this could be your son. This could be your brother. This could be your cousin. This could be your nephew. This could be your son. And the way we can get the redeemed together and meet from North Carolina, y'all can't tell me we can't meet from North Carolina, right?
All that noise for nothing. She said that is Eddie, you got the perfect name.
You really don't know I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get the best somebody you used to write, used to get whooped. She blocked me. I just like the club.
Yeah, she blocking people, but yet she leaving the good comments up. Turn your comments off. That's how you know she club.
You know,
don't get me started.
I posted it, everybody to see it. That's what she does when you call her out. That's what you do. I didn't even call her North Sister before. I mean, that's like the real North shit right there. Like, you were supposed to. You did it, man. But you know what, Cuddy? You know what, Cuddy? We can't keep giving these celebrities that got all this money and all this time. Our energy when it's all boys and girls. You know, we can't keep giving these people that time. It's babies that don't have no team behind them.
moving on. We moved on. Because I'm going to boom the room in about 15 minutes. I'm going to boom the room so I can take a shower, get myself ready for bed. I got to be at work in the morning. So, I'm going to end with, I'm going to say this and then I'm done with the conversation on Kelly Price. I'm happy she's found. I bless her. I pray peace comes over you. I pray peace comes to your heart. I pray God continue to keep her covered. I pray over her soul. I pray over her spirit. I pray over her mental. And I'm going to leave it at that on Kelly Price. So I want to speak on tomorrow. Daniel Robinson. I'm going to create the room. I'm going to know Daniel Robinson. If you don't know who he is, please do your due diligence. Googling and get this man's story. So that way when we collectively regroup tomorrow, okay. So that way when we collectively come together tomorrow, let's do this. Let's do it. Tomorrow. Let's just let tomorrow be a let's let tomorrow night. So we just laugh, we do trouble and noise. Take a breather for a moment because this has been an overwhelming weekend. Okay, we all overwhelmed. How do y'all feel about that, family? Do y'all agree on that? Well, we can't. Absolutely. I want to do this because I'm so proud of my family. Y'all have really helped to grow my club to, I'm going to tell you, 1.2 thousand members. So I want to celebrate that tomorrow. I want to celebrate with my family tomorrow. Let's celebrate tomorrow. I'm going to open the room about 7 o'clock. Y'all can just come in. I'm going to open it up, and it's not no specific time when you come in. Just pass through, let's laugh, let's joke, let's celebrate because y'all help me grow our club. Y'all help me to grow our safe space. For people to come in, take their shoes off, pour up a glass of wine, and unwind, and fuss and fight amongst family, but then end up loving each other at the end of the conversation. So let's celebrate that tomorrow. Let's take a breather. Because I don't want anybody's energy to be drained. I don't want anybody to be overwhelmed. Let's do that. Let's celebrate. And then Tuesday, we can reconvene. But I know our plots, plans, strategies, again, we'll have the pictures so that way we can come collectively and have our PCRs ready and get the ball rolling. How y'all feel about that? What y'all think? Y'all like it? Yeah. You gotta come up with a name that today the team. I know. The clubhouse detectives. Yeah. So let's do that. So when we start sharing the room on Tuesday, make sure we hashtag find Daniel Robinson, hashtag where is Daniel Robinson, hashtag clubhouse detective or clubhouse investigative. Which one y'all want to work with? Well, how do we do the black girl interrupted, investigation? No, and put that on. You need the VIP. Oh, investigative thing. Look, let me name somebody. You know what? Because y'all have to get part of this now. But I ain't do this alone. VIP clubhouse investigation. Oh, I like that. So let's come up with something. Ooh, yes. So let's come up with something. Because LaRon said for black women interrupted by
ain't gonna lie there. But see, all the reason we are in the clubhouse as the platform. So putting you no more, don't even like. So I want to push you, like I said, you started this whole program, we fall behind you, sis. So as the leader, I'd rather put your thing on there. Yes, it's gonna be clubhouse to be sharing it, but I want to be like something that boom, because clubhouse is fucking business. We do that as a whole as a family. That's why I like put your stuff on. And then that I agree, Ashley, and it also gives black women a voice. I mean, I feel like black women will get their power back, as well. So I definitely agree. No, man, I totally interrupted, find out family. Because at the end of the day, we all like to be family. All right, let's not interrupt it. Let's not interrupt it. Investigate. I like that. There go my mommy. Tell my mommy over there. Tell my mama. So black women interrupted investigate. That'll be the hashtag. If you're not following Ashley's club, go ahead and follow the Black Girl Interrupted Club. Make sure you tap on the greenhouse so that when she does go live, you can get the ping. And when she does schedule an event or a session, that you can add it to your calendar so you can get the alert. So go ahead and everybody right now in the room, if you haven't already clicked on the greenhouse, go ahead and click on the greenhouse so you can join the club. Well, Ashley, I love you, baby, but I'm sleepy. And I love y'all. Let's continue this movement of finding our family members that are missing. Y'all have a good night. I wish everybody sweet rest, sweet sleep, and have a good day and whatever it is you gotta do tomorrow. Absolutely. Because I'm not in the room at 2:50 for about 4 minutes. So I just want to say this. I appreciate y'all. And Ron, I'm not the leader. We just family. It's just, you know, how you get the one family member that's just like, come on, y'all, come on now. Let's do this. And that's all I did. I just brought my family with me. That's all I did. I just said, come on, y'all, let's do this. That's all I did. Y'all built the stage. I mean, y'all grew the stage. Let me correct. Y'all grew the stage. All I did was I just took the seeds that God gave me, and I just planted them. Y'all the one that fertilized it and watered it. Y'all did that. That's all I did. I just took that little mustard seed of faith that I had, and y'all did the rest. So this is not me. This is us. This is what we're gonna start doing collectively as a team. I don't care if it's 5 people in this room. I don't care if it's 1,000 people in here. But we're gonna make some noise, and they're gonna hear us. I'm so tired of hearing people say, "Oh, well, I did," and they heard us, and we're about to get even louder. Queenie, I'm still down with that. I can send you the link to the stories that I did on Ronald Green. Matter of fact, I'm showing you the link to my YouTube channel, the actual, video. I did a whole show where I talked about that. Just fair warning, I did pull some pictures too. Like, So I did. Perfect. I look forward to that. And if we can even do something else, that'd be even better. So I just want y'all to know I didn't just start doing this. I've been doing this. I actually did a story on, I don't know if y'all remember Patrick Warren Sr., but his son follows me. And I sent him I was like, oh my God, I did a show talking about your dad. And we're in connection. So just so y'all know, I do this for real. Just I don't just do this just no. I really not do this because I would want somebody to do this for me and my children. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna yell the mic and I'm gonna allow my moms to take it away. I'm gonna allow my moms to say what they want to say, and then we're gonna be in the room in about 5 minutes. Go ahead, moms. I'm sorry.
to my family at the top. I'm not allowed my family. You know what? Nope. Let me back up. I'm allowed my family to speak anything my family want to speak. And I'm going to yield the mic to my family. Let me correct that. I'm sorry. Not mine. My family on the stage. Let me yield the mic, y'all.
Good night, everybody. I'm going to bed. Good night. Eddie won't be back tomorrow, but I think this whole thing, Nosy Whole Mind, might be here tomorrow. So, you know, I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know her. But, you know, if you see her, just, you know, maybe it's me. I don't know. Night, night, nigga. Night, night, guys. Night, night, guys. Good night, night.
Anybody else have anything to say in regards, like I said, I know you'll be the last time that we speak on the Kelly Price situation. Now that we know, like I said, she's been found, the PMZ interview, said what she had to say. Anybody have any closing remarks in regards to Kelly Price?
I just wanted to actually thank you for sticking up for everybody in the room when the disrespect came in. 100%. That could have went left, and you controlled the room the way you always do, and I love you for that.
Sean, that's what family does. That's what we're supposed to do collectively as Black people. When you feel like you've been wrong or disrespected, we're supposed to stand up and we're supposed to speak and we're supposed to say because we get disrespected enough.
We ain't used to that. You gotta realize that. So that's why people is like so much.